A lot of people have been asking me, how do you actually book appointments for your agency using just cold SMS? So for those of you who don't know, I'm booking some days 9 or 10 appointments, other days it's like 4 or 5, but it's pretty consistently around 5 to 10 appointments per day. And really the best part is it's mainly automated without me having to do much manual effort on my end. And I'm not even sending out crazy volume of them. I'm sending out maybe 2 or 300 SMS a day and getting that many appointments. So in this video, I'm pretty much showing you exactly how to set it up, the exact scripts, basically how to iterate, how to track the data, and all of that. So you can stop watching videos like this and go and just take action and start booking all these appointments for your agency to scale it up as quick as possible.
So I'm going to break down the entire funnel for you, then actually go and set it up. If you have any questions about this or just SMMA in general, DM me on Instagram at noah.helped. Otherwise, basically breaking down the entire funnel. So the first step, simply you're just going to go on Go High Level and add it to your workflow. I'm going to show you how to do that. But basically, a lot of people don't really understand how SMS works. Like, do you just send the message and then do you call them, or how does it actually work? So this is the flow that I recommend. You have that initial SMS question, and then we have a pitch plus the second question, basically asking them if it is something they are open to. Now, before I go through the whole funnel with SMS, the whole goal of it is just another form of outreach, right? Obviously. Now, like with cold calling, you're not trying to sell them on the call. With ads, you're not trying to get them to buy it directly on the ad, unless you're in like e-com or something. But obviously, we don't do e-com because we actually like our money. We want high profit margins. But it's the same thing here. You're basically just trying to gauge, okay, with this initial one, is this something, number one, is this person at least like interested? Are they in the ballpark of what we're offering? And if they're not even like looking to take on more jobs, more clients right now, then no, then of course they're not going to be an ideal client if they're not actually looking to grow their business. So that's the point of this, is pretty much to weed it down. We're starting pretty much, you have this funnel right here. We have 3 stages. This is the first stage right here. This is stage 1. And then this is stage 2 right here. And then actually booking the appointment, stage 3. Wow, it's amazing handwriting right there. But basically, the first part is we're filtering out all these people. So if this person says, yes, I am looking to take on more jobs, simply just ask a question like that. And I'm going to show you the exact script like messages to send as well that have worked for me. But either they're going to reply no, and then you just turn on do not disturb. You just remove them from the workflow. Or if they say yes, send it over. Or say, yeah, I am looking to take on more jobs. Then you go into your pitch plus question 2. This is when you're getting a gauge. It's like basically a cold call. After the opener, when you pitch them, then you basically try and see if it is something they are interested in. And that's what you're trying to do here. You're not trying to sell them on the spot. You're trying to see if they have any interest in what you're offering. If they do, then that's when you're going to go give them a call with a proven appointment setting framework and book the appointment. If they're not interested, then you just turn on do not disturb, and you just remove them from the workflow. But you're basically moving these people down the funnel, and the further you get down, the nice part with SMS is the message itself is doing the heavy lifting for you. It's not like a cold call where you're the one on the phone doing the filtering actively on the call. The message and the automation is doing it for you, which is why people, and like myself, like I like this a lot more, because it's obviously automation in workflows is in software is much higher leverage than me actually going out and calling all these people manually. Now, I think for beginners, they both can work, but it just kind of depends on where you want to spend your time. I've also personally seen I get higher quality leads coming in from SMS than from cold calling from my experience, but part of it might be the niche as well. There's a lot of like factors that come into play, but that's just my experience. But this is the entire framework here. Now, with all that in mind, I'm going to show you what you actually need to do step by step to actually do it and get it set up in Go High Level. I'm going to do that with you. And the first step is setting up A2P. Now, this is what everyone hates. This is not fun. I'm not going to go through actually setting this up. This is the first step though. And this is the most important step, because if you don't have A2P, which is basically verifying your number, then you're not going to be able to send messages in the first place. So before you do anything, you just need to go, if you don't have one now and you want to run SMS, you need to go set this up or apply for it immediately. It's like 25 bucks or something, super cheap. But yeah, you do need to have this, unfortunately, if you are running SMS. So make sure you go set this up before any of this. This is the prerequisite. Now, once you actually have that, actually making the workflow. So I'm going to go through this in Go High Level with you. Pretty much I just made a folder, and then I I made a brand new workflow. I'm going to walk through making it with you. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to add these people to the workflow, and it's going to look something like this. We have the initial question, we have the pitch, and question 2. And that's basically what we're doing right away. So the initial question, it's going to be something super simple. Hey, do you still take on X service, or do you stop doing that? And you can even add their name right here if you have it, but I just didn't put this in here because I know a lot of people don't have names like for contractors and stuff like that. It's tough to find, but it's going to be something super simple like this. Because again, the whole point of this question, we have the funnel. This is going to be the top of funnel people, the highest stage. So we're just trying to see, is this person even in the planet of what we're offering? And if they are, then again, we move them down the funnel. So we're going to go here and we're going to, number one, we're going to make sure that when we add someone to this workflow, it creates an opportunity. We'll just put them in this one right here, new lead, and we'll do SMS. Bang. Now what we're also going to do is, or I want to split it. So this is something not a lot of people do. But what we want to do is right here, you can see right below this, instead of just sending one SMS like what a lot of people do. So this is what a lot of people do. They send one SMS and then they have one follow-up and then they have one script. But what I like to do is you need to be split testing or A/B testing. So what I want to do is instead of sending one, I want to send 4 different variations of messages. You can even do 5, 6, 7 that are all leading back to this next one. Because what you can do then is after you send, let's say 1,000 messages, you can see, okay, maybe this one and this one got the highest response rate. You can cut these, and that way you're going to have these 2 that are clear winners, and then you can just funnel all the traffic from these winners here because you're going to optimize it. And that is, well, an important part. You're only going to know that by actually tracking the data, which I'm going to go through my data tracker as well. So basically, we're not just going to have one, we're going to send out multiple. So we're going to go over here and you're going to go add paths. And like this is SMS1. And it's just, you can just rename them whatever. SMS1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to split it 25, 25, because obviously 100 divided by 25 is 4. For those of you math wizards out there. So right here, then all we're going to do is you're going to do SMS. Actually, no, before we do that, excuse me, you're going to add a tag because what we want to do is make sure we know which message these people are coming from. And if we add a tag, it's going to keep it super simple. So we're going to add SMS1 to this person. And then I'm going to copy this and add it to all these other ones. So copy action. This is going to be SMS2, SMS3, SMS4. So this one is going to be SMS2. Save. This one is going to be SMS3. I need to add this tag. And then SMS4. If you didn't guess that, I'm sorry for you. So now that we have the tag, now so that this is so we can see, okay, once you start closing deals, you start getting appointments, you can go back and look which SMS did these people come from. So we're going to add in now the actual message. So we're going to add this. And we're going to go grab our initial message. So first of all, it's going to be this one, super simple right here. So, hey, do you still take on X service? And it can be something like, hey, do you still take on bathroom remodels, or did you stop doing that? Now we're going to go copy this. And a lot of people think like the messages need to be like crazy or like super thought out, and like with variations, like they need to be super different. But honestly, you just like make little tiny tweaks to it and you're going to see a crazy change in the amounts of people responding, the response rate, all that sort of stuff. So we're just going to go copy all of these. And if you want this exact like document my report with these scripts, like literally all of that, just go DM me on Instagram. It's at noah.helped. Otherwise, it's in the description below and I'll be happy to send this over to you. So we're just going to put all of these in there. Obviously, you're going to fill in like X service and hey, are you still taking on X service? But you see, they're just very subtle. But you see also the other part is they're very short and concise, right? Like a mistake people make is they write messages, like whether it's emails, DMs, but it just looks so fake. Like I get, especially like video editors reaching out to me, sending me literal paragraphs. It's like, brother, you did not write that because that's not how people talk. And if that is how you talk, maybe you should change it, because that's not what people respond to nowadays. It needs to be short, concise, just straight to the point. And it's the same thing here. Like people don't send paragraphs over text. So you need to keep it super, super simple. And then we're going to save. So basically that's all we do. The only other thing now we want to have follow-ups in there as well. So after 30 minutes, and it's all automated, which is again, the nice part about SMS. So wait 30 minutes. You don't want to wait too long. I always like just doing 30 minutes. We're going to add a follow-up and say, hey, did you see my last message? And just something super simple like that. And you can test that, but this one's not as important, to be honest. This is just honestly because some people might just miss the message. They might just delete it. And then you can just go and make sure you're following up with them. But again, it's all automated. And you can just go and copy and paste this right in there. And that's pretty much the entire SMS workflow right there. Now that's going to be the majority of it. You can see again, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like ridiculous. When people say, yo, I'm booking 10 appointments a day with SMS, like it's legit just this. And all you do is when you find out which variation's winning, let's say B and D are winning, all you're going to do is just you're going to 10x the volume. So if you're started by sending 100 of these and 100 of these a day, so that's 200 total. Now you're just going to go send 2,000 total and you just do more. Now, there's also some things that you can do to increase the response rate by like making it personalized. That's a good one, where then you're not having to send as many, which is a big thing that I do. But for this case, I'm just going to talk about like these simple ones because it works in every industry. But really simply, when you find what works, you just 10x it. You just do more. And it's what Hermosi says. Now, the last part of it, you have all that. That's great. But if you're not tracking the data, if you don't know where all this stuff is coming from, you don't know all your numbers, you are seriously missing out. So basically, you're going to have something like this. You're going to have the date, the amount you sent, the responses you got, offers made, meetings you booked, and it's going to track all of this. And you can even go, if you want to get more granulars, track it by SMS1, SMS2, SMS3, SMS4. You can track the different variations and see their specific metrics, which that's if you want to get really high level. Honestly, I started by doing that. It was just so much work to actually like segment it, unfortunately. I would love to do that. So if you can, I would do that. But if not, like this is fine. Just make sure as well. What I would do though, is at the end of each month, go back and look. So let's say I signed 7 clients this past month. Go in and look out of those 7 clients, which message did they come from? Maybe like 5 of them came from SMS1. And that way, maybe even SMS1 doesn't even have that high of a positive reply rate, but maybe for whatever reason, it's bringing in higher quality people. Because all you need to look at is this profitable? And if it is, then you just double down on that. So look at that and make sure you're tracking all this and finding out what are your highest performing ones, but also getting a gauge on your exact numbers. Because if you know you send out 1,000 messages, you get a 1% positive reply rate, meaning you get 10 positive responses. Let's say you book 3 of those. Then if you just send 2,000, you'll book 5 or 6 meetings, right? Roughly, it will go down a bit as you scale exponentially, but make sure you track your numbers. It's so important. Now that's pretty much the whole process there. Again, setting up entirely from scratch with you. If you want this exact Miro board, you have any questions literally about SMS, SMMA, literally anything in general, go DM me on Instagram at noah.help. It's in the description. Otherwise, go check the video out on the screen to learn a bit more about my story, and I will see you there.